everyone, welcome to Leisure Life Live. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Paige.
And today we're going to talk all about September Stunners. So September Stunners is basically any design or project, that wow project that gets you really excited and makes people ask, how did you do that? So, you know, those jaw-dropping, beautiful projects. We have all sorts of fun ideas to share, not only these projects by themselves, but how you can personalize them, really make them your own, whether you're going to make them for your house, for yourself, or, you know, this is the time of year that we're all starting to think about, you know, what our holiday list looks like, what we want to make for people, how we maybe want to personalize things. So we have some great ideas today. And so before we launch in, everything that we show you today is going to be part of our September Stunners giveaway. So below this post, we've posted our rafflecopter for our giveaway. We'll also post a link in the comments below. So don't forget to enter this giveaway. It's going on all month long. And then at the end of the month, we'll choose one lucky winner to get everything that you see, all the books and all the kits.
Pretty sweet deal.
It is. And there's several different ways to enter. So check that out and keep entering because it's a pretty cool inspiration pack. So we're just going to jump right in. And by the way, comment below. Tell us what you think. Tell us what your favorite project is. Tell us what your September Stunner project is. If you have a project that you've done, put it in the comments, or when you share it on Facebook or Instagram, put hashtag Leisure Arts and we'll find it. We're trying to share those more, so please tag us in the projects that you do.
We love to see what's going on in your studios.
We do. We love to see them. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first September Stunners comes out of this book, the Quilted Wall Hangings book. This book is done by the designers at Fave Quilts, and we actually have, for our Teach Me Tuesday segment next week, we have a designer from this book that is actually going to join us on Teach Me Tuesdays with a live video.
A little sneak peek.
It is Sonia, Blackstone, and she did the staggered wall hanging. So she's going to talk a little bit about her designs in this book. So stay tuned for that next Tuesday. A little sneak peek on that. So this book has a lot of neat wall hangings in it. And what I love about them is they're all small and they're all unique. And even if you've never done quilting or sewing before, these are great first projects. I want to pay special attention to this one we have up on the wall here. So this is done in the book. This is put in a baby's room setting. But the cool thing about this is this takes a jelly roll. So a jelly roll is a roll of quilt strips that are all cut to size. So you don't have to wash these before you get started. You don't have to trim these, cut these, because this project assumes that you're using one of these jelly rolls. So you can take this design and personalize it with your favorite colors. So you can use this in an office or a sewing room or even a living room, a bedroom, and really personalize the colors to and designs to that space. Even if you wanted to personalize it a bit more and you couldn't find a jelly roll, like if you wanted to do a sports theme or a character theme, you can cut your strips yourself too. So if you really want to hyper personalize it. So that is a big impact. It's all straight lines. You can use it on a sewing machine. There's no hand sewing, so it's really an easy, accessible project, even if it's your first sewing or quilting project, but it has a big impact. So that's our first September Stunner. What do you think about that one?
I think it's neat. That takes a lot of guesswork out of it.
I think it's great too, and it's something different. And like I said, I mean, you can really personalize it to the room in your house or the person you're giving it to. You know, if you want to give it to a child and they love, you know, Mickey Mouse, you can go find some fabric that personalizes it to that, and then really make like a one-of-a-kind decoration.
Nice, and it's just straight line sewing.
Straight line
That's
sewing,
neat.
yeah. So what do you have for your first September Stunner?
Well, as you guys can see, we've got some great diamond art pieces here. So diamond art is pretty much our sparkling September Stunner this month. We've got one from our holiday collection, which we just launched. We actually put a poll on this a couple days ago. We put this one against the Santa kit, and the snowman actually won. So you guys obviously love this snowman. And it's super sparkly. It's full drill, so every inch of the canvas is covered in our 13 faceted gems. I think it's really stunning. And then the Advanced Mermaid down here is almost full drill, as you can see. She's got her little dolphin friends here. It's super adorable. It might take a little bit longer, but I think it's totally worth it. And it would be great to do all month long or do with friends, maybe while watching commercials. And actually we did, it's not on here, but we did just launch an NFL line as well. And the NFL kickoff actually starts today. And so we actually have a couple of those on our website and on our social page today too, if you guys want to check out even more Diamond Art. But I think these are stunning. What do you think?
I think these are great, and what I love about these two pieces in particular is that with the snowman is great because you can really keep it up all winter long.
That's true.
So there's not that whole, it feels Christmas, but it goes beyond Christmas too.
True.
So you could actually give someone that framed for Christmas, and they could keep it up all winter.
Oh yeah.
So so you don't necessarily, you're not just penned to Christmas. So that's part of the reason we chose that one. And then this Mermaid and Friends with the Dolphins, it's just a gorgeous piece, and
it's super cute.
Yeah, and you can frame it.
Mermaids are really hot right now. Everybody loves mermaids.
Yeah, so those are our two September stunners for Diamond Art. So moving on, I chose for my next one, out of our Simple Home Decor book. First of all, I think that everything in this book is pretty stunning, but just to show you before I show you the official one, I think these are really clever. So these little hanging planters, you just take paper mache boxes.
Oh, neat.
And you make little plant hangers out of paper mache boxes. Like, that is just the simplest, easiest little thing, and there's some great direction in here. But the September stunner that I chose specifically from this book is these plates. They look like beautiful decorative mirrors, but they are just wooden plates. And what I love about these, so here, just wooden plates that you get at a craft store. What I love about these is you can specialize these to and personalize them to any home decor. So if you're into flowers, you could do a little paper mache with some Mod Podge, get some scrapbook paper and put your paper on there, like, whatever design or pattern that you love, you can personalize this. You can do it with paint. You could do really anything with this. So really cool. These are modern, but you don't have to do this in a modern way. And how cool are these? Once you get done, you have these really neat, unique mirrors.
Yeah, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and so years ago when I was doing a gallery wall in my house, a designer told me that you needed to have a focal point that wasn't a picture. Okay. So I have a mirror there and a little cluster of these mirrors, like if you did 4 of them or something and then did a gallery wall around it. So, to have something other than just a sea of pictures. So that would be a neat way. Or like we did here, you could just put them on a shelf. So you really have a lot of options, and I chose that one because September Stunner doesn't have to take a lot of time.
It's true.
It can be quick, it can be easy, it can but it can still be stunning. So, Mark, do we have anyone watching?
Oh yeah, we do. We've got the usual fans, Chris, Dee, Clovis, my buddy Ellen.
Hey guys.
They're all on. They all say hi.
Hi. Hello.
Cindy's got her eye on the snowman. She loves her some Diamond Art.
Everybody's got their eye on the snowman, Cindy.
Yep. Yeah. So, I think that you guys can agree. We've got some stunning September stunners today, but we will keep going. And what do we have next?
So for the next book, I actually chose oversized sweaters because, fall's coming up. I can almost smell the pumpkin spice in the air. I'm really excited about it.
I've had not one, but 2 pumpkin spice lattes already.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. And I just love wearing sweaters. And Veronica and I were actually talking about this the other day. She was like, would you prefer an actual sweater or a cardigan? And I said, well, I would prefer a cardigan. And she's like, but I actually see you in more sweaters. And I was like, that's because I don't have enough cardigans. So definitely this book has everything I need in it. So it's got really great sweaters like this striped sweater here. Got some really great long sleeves.
I love these sleeves.
It's oversized, which is the perfect staple for fall, a great oversized sweater. It's got your neutral gray tones, and you have everything you need to learn this pattern. Gives you all the instructions. And if you do want a cardigan like me, then you can always flip to the back where they have a really great cardigan pattern
There are several in there, but I agree. I love this one.
This one is really nice. It's a deconstructed jacket, and it's got super easy to follow instructions, so you can make this if you're just starting out in crochet, or if you're just like a seasoned crocheter and you just want more oversized sweaters in your closet, like me.
Chris Lopez agrees with you. She loves cardigans because she can take it off when she gets hot.
Thank you, Chris.
Even in the middle of the summer, I have a cardigan on here
Yes.
a lot of times, just because it just stays cold in the office, and I like to be warm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So this next September stunner that I chose is from our Wildlife Afghans book, and I chose this because when we presented it last year for the first time, you guys went crazy over this. I think we had like almost 100,000 views and
Oh my
600 shares the first
Wow.
time we shared this book with you guys. And I called it our make your own. Our
all good.
second week in a row. I'm crashing things on Leisure Life Live. It is becoming a habit. So I call this the Choose Your Own Adventure Afghan because there are 4 different centers that you can choose from, and then there are 4 different edgings. So you see how each of these edgings are a little bit different. So you can pick your favorite, and you can pick your favorite edging,
Ooh.
and then you pick your favorite cornerstones. So all the cornerstones are different. And then you pick your favorite center. So there's really a lot of different combinations that you can make. And with these silhouette designs, these wildlife designs, they really work great for all sorts of people, whether you have a nature lover, a hunter, basically almost anyone. So I think that's why everyone loved it so much. And like I said, here's the different side panels that you can choose. There's all those 4 different panels.
And I love this moose center too. This
Yeah.
might be my favorite center. Do you have a favorite center from this book?
The moose for sure. So I asked them when we were getting ready to pull these. I said, any one would be fine, but the moose was my first choice if they had that one available. To please pull the moose. I think it's because the moose just has that great silhouette with those great horns, like no other. They're so unique.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, and so different. So
And we've seen a couple of these on social too. One person put up one where it was all blues and pinks, and it was really neat. You guys have gotten really creative with these patterns.
yeah. I mean, that would be really cool. And like if you made it, I know my daughter's always had a nature theme in her room, so you could make something like that in pink for a little girl, or if you if you have a grandfather that loves to hunt, or has that cabin feel going on, you could do like the deer and nice brown tones.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so there are lots of neat ways you can do this. So this is our next choice for September Stunner. So what do you have next? What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty great. I think it's
Awesome.
a good choice. And this is, like we said, most of the things we've seen here have been like neutral gray tones, really nice fall palettes, but my favorite one, which is
We're
coming
going
up.
wild.
We're going wild with color here. So Mosaic Knitting, the beginner's guide to mosaic knitting, actually gives you the option of sticking with maybe non-traditional fall colors for your wardrobe or for your fall staples. And actually, this wrap here is one of my favorites because the technique that you get to use, you use a 1 color per row knitting technique. So it's super easy, super simple to make, and it's just something that you can make with like different colors. I like this color palette personally. It's summery, but it still kind of has these fall tones in the middle. It's got a really nice geometric pattern to it, so it's unique. You wouldn't really see someone on the street just wearing it. I think it's a really pretty design.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really a pretty design.
Yeah.
So and I think you had another design there that you really liked with the purples and
Oh yeah, for sure. This is full of color. So like this purple and gold little crescent shawl there, you still kind of stick with the geometric pattern, but it's a little less present in this one. And I think the purple is just so rich and nice.
So pretty.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, and those are my daughter's school colors.
Really?
Yeah, purple and gold. So this next book, it is probably the favorite in the office right now. It's The Darling. And Paige just wrote a blog that's coming out tomorrow, our September Stunners blog, and she couldn't just choose one pattern out of this book. So check out her blog because our blog selections are a little different than our giveaway selections because And really, we're going to be sending out emails, and we're going to be putting up social posts all month long because we have some great September stunners that didn't make this because, we can't keep you here all day.
We can't give away everything, yeah.
we can't keep you here all day, but just a little spoiler alert for future. Terrific Totes is one of my all-time favorite books here, and it's
really
an
nice
Italian designed book, and there are some really cute totes in there. We'll be sending that out in email this month and sharing it on social because it's just got some great patterns. So we definitely couldn't share everything here, but we're going to keep going. This is a brand new book. It is fantastic. There's not a bad pattern in here, and this is Punch Needle. So Punch Needle's been around for a long time, but Bernice Robert has really updated it and really made some stunning designs. So we're just going to show you a few of the designs. So this right here is a cute little coin purse, and I just think this is so pretty and so stunning, and it doesn't take a lot of time. There's also a bag, a purse in there
a
that
little bit
you
bigger.
put in the blog, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I just like this coin purse. It's just little and small, and you can personalize it with favorite colors.
I love the gold tones in this purse.
It's
the light
so
reflective.
pretty. Yeah, the blue and the teal and
Super
the
cute.
gold. Super, super cute. Definitely a September stunner.
Oh,
But
yeah.
from that same book, we have this wall hanging, which is quite pretty as well. Something unique and different. There's also a pillow that kind of matches that, so you could do those pieces together, and really you could do them in the color of your living room. Just to have something unique and different.
And I love the tassel edges here too. This is for the people who want to make a dream catcher but don't know how. So this is just your
Or
makeshift
just want to
dream
do something a
catcher.
little different.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's got little nice abstract patterns, and I love the colors.
Yeah,
I think
so
the
pretty.
colors are great.
And tell us a little bit about this jacket. So I think this jacket is really cool. If you have someone on your list, a teenage girl or boy or an adult even, or a kid, anyone I think would love this. Tell us a little bit about what is on here. Is that actually
For
Punch
sure.
Needle?
Yeah, it seems like it isn't punch needle, you would think,
But it
right?
is, yeah.
It is. It's just a smaller thread, and you've got kind of like darker tones as you get toward the flower here. And it's just a really nice minimalist way to like dress up a just plain jean jacket. And you could do this with like backpacks, shorts, anything like that. But I think it's just really great for like a fall kind of windbreaker. I think it's super cute.
It's a neat way to impose your own style on a denim jacket, or if you want to give it as a gift, really give it that personal touch. So you're
Yeah.
not making the whole thing, right? You're buying part of it and then you're just personalizing it, because we know you guys love personalizing things, being a little different. And this is a way to personalize something, but not invest tons and tons of time.
And that's what's great about this book too, is it has all sorts of patterns, like buttons for hats, the coin purse. It's got everything under the sun. You could start from the beginning and work your way back, or choose your favorite pattern. You won't be bored with any of the patterns in this book.
Yeah, so there's 14 progressive learning projects in here. So it kind of is that progressive learning style. So you can see here's another wall hanging that's a little different than the first.
Love it. It's super cute.
Yeah, and then we've got, let's see, a different landscape here, but it's done in a different way. It's not done in that hoop pattern. Here are the step-by-step directions, just at a glance on the coin purse we talked about. But yeah, there's 14 things in here: storage pouch, pillows, coasters, a stuffed penguin toy, a purse, a denim jacket, shelf leaners, a pin trio, zippered pouch, an Arctic fox, a fringed wall hanging, and some other different wall hangings as well. So neat book.
Ton of different patterns.
Definitely September stunners. Mark will take a little break and see what action we have going on in the comments.
Chris Lopez's mother actually did punch needling, and she would like to know the mosaic piece. What is it?
The mosaic piece.
So is that the mosaic piece inside? Well, so okay, I'm not sure what she means.
Maybe she means the wall hanging?
Comment below.
Mosaic.
We'll answer that
We'll
question.
try and answer your question.
Yeah,
as best we
so
can.
I don't know if she means this right here that we talked about at the beginning.
Or mosaic knitting.
Mosaic
or,
knitting,
well,
yeah.
if she means punch needle,
Well-
maybe she means up here, I don't know.
Yeah, so the mosaic knitting, maybe that's what she means, yes. So I think we talked about that already. Maybe we answered her question, but if we haven't,
The green and red behind you.
Oh, yeah. right here. Yeah, so this is actually just a wrap. It's kind of like a blanket, but you can turn it into a shawl. So it's super simple. It doesn't have any latches or anything to kind of attach to it, but it's just as simple as starting with one color and working your way around, creating a little trim here. And then, you could work with complementary colors like the reds and greens here, and then you've got kind of like an extra little mustard yellow here for a nice pop of extra color. And I just think it's a really great project. You could take this to like a walk, a nice little walk on the, well, not beach at this time of year, but walk in the park, or, going to get a pumpkin spice latte. I think it'd be a great thing.
And you can see here how it's used. Like, you can use it as a wrap, and you can see in the second picture she kind of uses it as a blanket. So if you're going on a car trip or something, you like to have a little blanket, or you're going to a football game or something, and you don't want to carry a blanket, but you'd like to have a blanket, this wrap kind of is like a little makeshift blanket too. So you can, because it is just a rectangle, you can, it's multi-purpose.
It's a one-stop shop.
Right. So we hope that answers your question, Quick.
She says really pretty. Thank you.
Awesome.
Great.
You're welcome. So anyone else before we move on, or are we good for now?
Dee Thompson loves it.
Awesome.
Yay. Hello again, Dee.
All right. So I think you're up now.
So we've got another knitting book, actually, speaking of knitting. So if you do...
wait. Hang on. Chris Lopez wants to know which book it is that wrap in.
Oh, that is in the
title.
Mosaic Beginner's Guide to Mosaic Knitting, and that is, I believe, that's Melissa Liebman.
Yes, and it is number 7492 on our website if you do want to look that up. It's got some really great patterns, full of super bright colors. It's just non-traditional fall wear, super cute. If you don't want non-traditional colors and you do like the neutral falls, I think Slow Fashion Made Fast is the perfect book. This is one of our new releases, actually, and it's full of really like modern, updated shawls and cowls. One of my favorite patterns in here is actually the Latvian braid cowl, which is at the front of the book. It's just simple neutral tones with like some added texture. And I think it's super cute. This book is all about light layers and like having that extra piece. It's kind of like the wrap in Mosaic Knitting, that if you need a light layer instead of a big hulking parka, I think it would work. And so this is actually a blanket from Slow Fashion Made Fast. Let me try not to knock over these Diamond Art kits here. And one thing I love about this blanket are the gigantic tassel kind of additions here. And I think it's super cute. This would make a really great kind of light layer to take with you, like Veronica said, to like a football game or going to go take a walk in the park. And you could see it all kind of starts with a really thick kind of weight yarn, and it's really soft and really comfortable. I know you can't feel it, but just take my word for it. It's really great.
Well, and we call these thick and quick because that thick yarn, you can see how thick that yarn is. It comes together really, really quickly, and so, we can actually kind of, we'll just kind of,
There we go.
yeah, show everyone
The diamond
how nice and beautiful it is. But I mean,
Yeah.
this would be great for the end of a couch, just for cozying up to, or make a really, really pretty gift.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you could make it in this gray, or you could just choose your favorite color.
Oh yeah, I can imagine just making this and like, cuddling up on the couch, watching all of your favorite TV shows for fall with like a cup of hot cocoa or a pumpkin spice latte. I'm really just gonna plug pumpkin spice lattes until you guys want one, because everyone wants one at this point.
So we hope that you've enjoyed seeing some of our favorite September stunners. Let us know what your favorites are in the comments, and don't forget to enter our giveaway for September stunners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any last comments before we go?
Clovis loves the pom-poms. Chris
Yay.
says it's beautiful.
Thank you
Sweet.
guys.
And if you do try these patterns, don't forget to use the hashtag Leisure Arts, or tag us at Leisure Arts Inc., or use hashtag September Stunners so we can see what you guys are working on.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week. So until then, happy crafting, everyone.
All right, bye.
Bye.